my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. And if you were new, hello and welcome to my channel. I do post different variety of videos. I used to do fashion hauls, and I do mostly makeup, and I really do appreciate you being here today. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So if you guys read by the title, I am going to be reviewing the Cutting Edge Dose of Colors palette. They did come out with two newer palettes, and this is the one that I went ahead and used today. It wasn't really like a first impressions for you guys, like on camera, just because I did start with one eye already. But I did kind of obviously still reviewed it, and I went ahead and achieved this look for you guys today. So if you guys want to see how I achieved this look using the Dose of Colors Cutting Edge palette, then you know what to do and just continue watching. Alrighty, so I went ahead and I already concealed and set my eyelid. For this look, I did set it just because I did my face before my eyes, so I went ahead and I just set it when I was setting like my entire face. So the palette that we're going to be going ahead and using to create this look right here is the Dose of Colors Cutting Edge palette, and I want to say this is one of their newer ones. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen like their old packaging. They did update it, so it's more like of a matte kind of velvet. But I know that they came out with two new palettes, which is the Cutting Edge, and I want to say Smoky something else. But I'm going to go ahead and be using this palette for today's look. So to start off, I am going to start by taking that middle shade, which is called Sundown. And I did take that on this really big fluffy brush, which is a Makeup Shack T50 brush. So I'm just going to take that, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start to just deposit that onto my eyelid. And these colors are super pigmented, so you honestly really don't have to go back in too many times. But again, just tapping. I feel like I get the best pigment when I do deposit the color first and then I go in and blend it out. So now that I have that shade down, I'm going to go ahead and wipe my brush, and then I kind of tilt my head back and I slowly start to blend that out. Again, you guys know I've said it many times, I don't really mind when my eyeshadow gets really close to my brow like it is here. I really don't mind it. It gives me more space to work with, and especially I kind of like doing that just because I do have hooded eyes. So I feel like when I take my shadows higher, when I open my eyes, you can still see, you know, the colors that I have on my eyelid. So I'm going to go ahead and just obviously continue to blend that out. So pretty much just like that. And then the next brush is this Morphe brush. I'm not too sure what the brush is called because it doesn't have a name. But I am going to take that darker kind of green. It's called Cameo. So it's the darkest green in that palette. And then what I did was I kind of just tapped it onto my eye like this. Again, depositing the color first. And then into my crease like this. I used all of the shades except one. I mean, I can still use the really gold shadow in there. I was going to apply it to my inner corner, but I don't want to mess up the look, and I don't know how it's going to look. But once I'm done with this eye, I'll go ahead and see if I apply it. So now that I have that, again, I'm just going to go back, tilt my head, and then just start to blend that out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that lighter green, which is called Edgy. I'm going to take a little bit of that and a little bit of that darker. And again, I'm just going to apply that kind of in the middle where I applied Cameo and Sundown, just to mesh the two together and to give it a really nice blend. Sorry, and I take that on the Morphe M441 brush. And then I'm just going to go back into Sundown just to slightly apply, just because I did lose a little bit of the color. And then now I'm just going to pretty much just go back and forth with that Cameo color, and then just keep depositing it into my lid and onto my eyelid, just to give me a really nice blend and a nice base before I apply that kind of olive green shimmer. And then one last time, but this one I'm going to mainly focus it just on my eyelid. So you guys can obviously go ahead and leave it like this if you want more like of a matte kind of shadow, but I did want to use as many of the shades in this palette as possible, so that's why I went ahead and added some shimmer, which I feel like it honestly tied the whole look together. So I took it on this flat shader brush. I'm sorry. This one is from BH Cosmetics. I know that it came in a set, so it doesn't really necessarily have a name or a number. But I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Rule Breaker, which again is that olive green color. And then I'm just going to start to just tap that like so. I didn't want like a really, really defined like shimmer on my lid. I kind of just placed it wherever. Just because I honestly sometimes like that effortless kind of smoky eye when you use shimmer, when it goes on your crease. I feel like it gives it more like of an effortless look. So just like that. So as you guys can see, it did apply some of the shadow, but I did go in with my finger just to get a little bit more pigment. So that's what I got on my finger. And again, I just tapped. It's hard for me to get in my inner corner, but... And then again, going in one more time. And then just tapping that. And then with that same brush that I used to apply, I kind of just applied it here. And obviously with me like opening and closing my eyes, it did transfer onto my crease, which again, I really do not mind at all. So that is pretty much it for the eyes. So you guys can tell, really, really simple, but still super, super glam. So then I'm going to go straight onto the bottom lash line. So I grabbed this Morphe M506 brush, and I did take Cameo, and I did apply that across my entire bottom lash line. And then again, connecting it to the outer corner here. I grabbed this Eco Tools brush. Again, it doesn't have a name, but it's one of like the dual ones. And I grabbed the fluffier side. And then I took Sundown, and I just ran that across the bottom of it. And again, just connecting it to the outer corner to kind of match up to the top of my shadow. And those are the only two colors that I used for my bottom lash line. And then again, I just went back in with Sundown and a little bit of Edgy, and I just kind of put it in the middle, again, just to mix the two and blend them together. And then the last step that I did was I grabbed my Morphe eyeliner pencil and dimmer. It's like a dark brown shade, and I just apply that to my waterline. You can't really tell, but I didn't want to go in with black because I didn't want to make it too like dark. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my mascara. For my bottom lashes, I like to use the Huda Beauty. I got it like as a sample. It says Dramatic Curl and Insane Length. It looks like this. I don't know which side is which, but the one that I use for my bottom lashes, the wand is really, really small. Sorry, I gotta get a little bit closer. And then I go ahead and take the other mascara, which is a bigger wand. And that's how it looks on this one. And then I just use this one for my top lashes. This one is good, a good mascara overall. But I feel like when I do my bottom lashes, I need like a really, really small wand. Just because I always get mascara like on my skin and stuff. So I feel like that Huda Beauty one, the applicator is really, really small and perfect, and it gets like a lot of my little hairs on the bottom. So now for lashes, I want to say I actually got two pairs of lashes because I didn't know which ones I wanted to use, and I don't think I mixed them up. But these are the Beauty Creations lashes. This is how they look, so you guys can see really, really wispy and long, and these are in the style Exclusive. Again, I hope this is like the right one because I did mix up like the packaging. But I'm just going to go ahead and get them, and I do have to trim them just because it has a lot of like the band left over on the inner corner. And ladies, you guys know if you guys leave that, it's going to be poking your eye. And then as far as the length of it, I cut off just a little bit. I'm going to take this MAC lip liner in the shade Cork. So then to fill in my lips, I'm going to take this Morphe lip crayon in the shade MCM. I'm just going to take that. I'm going to add a little bit of this Dose of Colors lip crayon as well. And this one is in the shade Butterscotch. So that pretty much is it for the entire look. So obviously, again, I did mention I went ahead and I used the new Dose of Colors Cutting Edge palette. I'm not sure when this one came out. I just know that it's one of their newer ones. I did go ahead and buy all of them because I know they had them on sale. So I went ahead and I picked them up. The only one that I did have from them was the Blushing Berries, I want to say. And I really, really like them because the pigmentation, as you guys just seen, is really, really, really pigmented. So I wanted to get all of them just because obviously each palette has different like color schemes to them. But I really like this one. Obviously, again, this is what I created using this palette. So if you guys did enjoy, I really hope you guys give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys are not already. And that is all I have to say, and I would definitely see you guys on the next one.